Hey, how you doing? This is SEIJIHITO here to bring you the news. So I know today was the inauguration, and people want to talk about that and everything that's going on. But I felt like this was a little bit more important, and I wanted to go over the story. So I'm going to get directly into it. States the family of Renee Dunlap is pleading for answers after she was found in an abandoned house in Cleveland, Ohio. The 25-year-old woman, originally from Maryland, was discovered under mysterious circumstances with no personal items such as her phone, wallet, or identification. Found at the scene, the tragic discovery has left her loved ones devastated and searching for clues about what led to her untimely deceasement. Renee's mother, Karen Leslie Walker, expressed her heartbreak and confusion, stating that her daughter had no known history of drug use. Quote, "My daughter was found alone with no phone or personal items. I have no idea why she was in Cleveland or where she had been staying. Please, if anyone has any information, I need your help." The family distress has been compounded by the lack of information regarding Renee's whereabouts in the months leading up to her deceasement. According to Walker, she does not know where Renee had been living during November and December and was perplexed as to why she was in Cleveland at the time of her passing. Renee's aunt, Carmen L. Golden Walker, also reached out to the public calling for prayers and help in spreading the word. Quote, "My heart is broken. I'm asking all my prayer warriors to uplift our family with hope, peace, and strength as my sister in love searches for answers about the unexpected loss of her daughter, my niece, Renea Dunlap. She was full of life and had so much ahead of her. We are seeking any information that could help us understand what happened." As the family continues to mourn the loss of a beloved young woman, they are urgently requesting assistance from anyone who may have information regarding Renee's movements before her deceasement. The absence of personal belongings at the scene has made the situation even more perplexing and heart wrenching. The family has asked anyone with details about Renee's last known whereabouts or any information that could shed light on the circumstances surrounding her deceasement to come forward. They are asking for support as they navigate this tragic and puzzling chapter in their lives. Quote, "We are grateful for any assistance during this devastating time." So that was the article that they had up at the moment with no further information, dealing with the young woman and how it is that she is, no longer with us. So we're going to go into what it is that one of her family members stated on social media.
Everyone, so this is a TikTok call to action, TikTok call to help, whatever. I really need you guys' help. Um, I think something really bad happened to my sister. Um, Her name is Raina. She has a big following on Twitter. She has about 87,000 followers on Twitter, um, under the NUDE Queen. Um, and I'm just looking for anybody that has been in contact with her or that has heard from her in the past month. It's very, very important. Because something bad has happened to her, and we're trying to figure out what happened. If anybody knows anything, please message me and let me know. I'm really counting on you guys. I know that this app is gonna get deleted tomorrow, but please, if anybody has any information, can let me know, please. I would really appreciate it. Please just message me on here so we can find out. Thank you.
So that was the response and a plea of help. Obviously, this was from some days ago before the app was deleted. Obviously, TikTok did come right back up due to what it is that Trump stated. So, because of her plea and her call, this was the response from somebody in the community.
The call to action. Cleveland, Ohio, you guys are up. This is 30-year-old Karen Dunlap. She was found unalive in an abandoned house, and we need to find out who did it and who she was with. She goes by Raina. Now, she had went to Cleveland, Ohio, and had been there for like 2 months. She went there back in November, and she was found yesterday in an abandoned house, unalived. All her personal belongings were missing. Now, let me tell you the routes that she's taken, whoever she was with, whether it was one person or multiple people. She went to the downtown liquor, and I looked around this area right here. There's many cameras down through there. We want to encourage everybody in that area to look at your cameras, look at your CCTV if you've seen this young lady and who she was with. The next place that she was at Ann's Beverage. Now, Ann's Beverage, there's a lot of cameras in that area also. We encourage you to look at your CCTV and see who this young lady was with. Now, the next place that she was at is called Winking Lizard. I'm not sure what that is, but it was a business establishment, and she was down there. There are plenty of cameras in that area. And this is another spot that she was in, Ohio City Burrito. They got many cameras down that way also, all up and down that entire strip. Please look at your CCTV. We want to find out who she was with, what kind of vehicle she was in. Now, the reason she went to Cleveland, Ohio, because she wanted to go to this filming right here, Baddies. She went to this filming right here, and she knows some of the cast in here. And she was there for their filming, but also to get into their filming. So some of these people out here know her. She has videos of her with some of these people, and including other artists and famous people. Now, this is where the filming took place for Baddies. This is where it took place right in through this area right here, and there's many cameras in this area. So somebody knows something. I looked around, saw all the cameras, so we're encouraging every establishment down there, including this place where Baddies was being filmed. We want you to look at your CCTV inside and out, because we know you got cameras inside, and we need for you to look to see who she was with and what kind of vehicle she was driving. Now, all these locations were not far from where her body was found. So somebody knows something. We need to know who she was with and why, what kind of vehicle that she was in. And like I said, when they found her, all of her belongings were missing. And they think that she had been there possibly for days. I need for y'all to reach out. Hit me up at this email right here. Hit me up and let me know. You can stay anonymous. You don't have to worry about anybody knowing anything about what you put out there. And this is a better picture of her and what she looks like. So I need somebody to reach out. You see something, you say something. Imagine if this was your family member. Imagine if this was your daughter, your sister, your niece. Just imagine. So I need somebody to speak up. You see something, you say something. We need boots on the ground. This is a call to action.
So next, we're going to go into this information here where it was taken directly off of IG, and you can clearly see the conversation being had that somebody there was able to recognize the young woman. See if I can actually zoom that right there. And one woman said, I seen a female that looked just like this crying, walking out of the motel down the sidewalk, right? With barely any clothes on like 2 months ago. Person replied, telling them this clue could really solve it all. I don't know. Later said, it's the smallest hints sometime. Let me fix the bottom part for you guys there. Hold on, give me one quick second. See if I can pull that up right there. Next, they said, I believe I seen the same young lady a little after Thanksgiving. So that's around the same time that was stated in the article, around Thanksgiving to Christmas. Next, which was stated on the left side, trying to move that down just a bit, said, find a way to contact her mother so she can get the motel information. Another person said, if you're wrong, I would speak up. After that, they said, this was right after Thanksgiving. Tagging another person, do you remember you were driving us down the street and I said, OMFG, did you just see her? And you said, no. What was it? I said, it's a girl crying like she just got beat up walking out that motel down the sidewalk half naked. Now, The issue that I have directly with this is the fact that the people that's having the conversation, they saw something, but obviously, looking at the comments, nobody decided to take action of what it is that they saw. Even if they might have been mistaken, they should have called the police if they had an inkling or an assumption that somebody was in any type of danger. Something may have happened. The person looked like they may be distressed and or need help, especially if it's a woman that's walking potentially barefoot with no clothes. Looks like she may have some type of bruises. Again, people just talking, not taking any action, just watching and letting time go by. And here we are in 2025, where now the family is trying to figure out what happened specifically to their family member because they didn't know their whereabouts for about 2 months because she decided to leave the state for whatever reasons. Now, this is where the things get problematic. And I've told people before, and I'm going to state this again, never at any point in time when I happen to cover these things do I wish anything on people. But I am going to highlight these things so people can understand the totality and people can come up to their own decision makings so that they don't feel as if they're being misled on any type of information. So if people want to feel a certain type of way, they can. If people want to do something such as go and try to help out, give information, they can as well, or whatever a third option maybe that is unlisted. So now I'm going to go directly into some of her comments and things that she has stated vocally online.
MAGA 2020, MAGA 24, honestly. My man Trump, he didn't win. I thought he was going to get all these out of here, and I was so happy. I was so happy. I couldn't wait. Honestly. Man, that nigga Trump was going to handle my issue. Black niggas walking around and all because they free now. Make any goddamn sense at all. Can I get them at restaurants asses? Can't stand that. And then why do they use so much cocoa?
There's more.
Black men. And oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, because y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like are you serious? You could have had a little dirty dark for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick of black niggas pulling nicks and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? I could have been a white guy right now, but I'm with your black, your little struggling black ass, your little disenfranchised black, your little where's my stimulus check black, motherfucking chicken eating, watermelon sucking, Kool-Aid drinking black. My barber is my king black. I didn't pay my child support black. I hope I don't get evicted on the 5th of the month black. I'm sick of niggas, man. I don't give a hey, cancel me for real, bitches. I can't stand black men, and I want y'all to know that with my full heart, with my full chest, Niggas ain't it. Like, chill, like, stay where the f*** you are. I see why society treats you like and Trump was on to something, but y'all black didn't get it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done acting like I'm one of y'all, man. Fuck that shit. Y'all black asses can kiss my little pretty light skinned mixed ass.
So we were able to hear that correctly. That is a black woman that decided that she wanted to say that. These are the words that she decided to use against black men. And initially, when I looked at this story, the mother, she has a X account, and she was posting information, trying to find information, trying to get the whereabouts of what took place with her daughter. and she had to make her account private because I'm pretty sure she was receiving a full-fledged storm of everything that was taking place. And I want to note this is again when I happen to block out certain types of information. I, especially when covering stories like this, I'm not trying to have people go through and say things to the family members, because the family members are completely separate from the individual that you see right here. Everything that she said is what she said. This has nothing to do with the mother. This has nothing to do with the sister. So again, I would not want anybody from my platform deciding that, oh, I'm about to go sit up there and decide to harass the family members because of what it is that she stated. I'm not about that life. And again, I try to put the totality of everything up there so that people can get a full, rounded look at everything, right? Because I don't want people to feel as though, okay, well, you got information, you looked at certain things, but why didn't you add this necessarily in there? You're misleading people. That I'm not trying to do that. I'm giving you everything that I was able to find, that I took my time to pull directly together. And then we have some of her other tweets that you can see directly in front of you. One, she said, at least black men have tangible evidence for why I don't respect them and why I allow the rest of the world to berate them. LOL. Another one, she said, I'm barely attracted to black men. Another one, she said, I'm not the first person to want to have all black men. And that's been blurred out. Next one, she said, white men got so much more attractive, I guess, than black men. Black men got greedy and still want reparations. LOL. But only in the form of food stamps. LOL. Yeah. The main thing that I can just state is to the family directly out there and the friends, my condolences. I'm sorry that you lost somebody that was more than likely important to you. Again, I don't wish things like that on anybody. I will say that the interesting part about this situation is how everything um I'm trying to figure out a way to put this. The main thing that I would normally tell people is that you have to be very careful of the energy that you put directly out. If you put negative type of energies directly out there and you're hoping and wishing for certain things to transpire, as you were clearly able to see from the examples that both audibly that you were able to hear and also written, you have to be very careful because those energies don't dissipate; they only transfer. And I'm not sure who specifically is at fault for her loss of life. I'm not sure. I can tell you that when she decided to leave the state, she should have notified her friends and family. She should have made sure that they kept tabs. Other things that I understood online, and this is hearsay because I went through her ex a little bit and I wasn't able to find some of that information, but I was made aware that she would have relations with men randomly and she would post a lot of that content directly online. There is information online to state that people were paid, here and there for a certain type of engagements. And again, one of the main things that was stated by the older black gentleman that was trying to get information out there was the fact that she was going for baddies, right? And we all know that's on Zeus Network and how it is that the women are seen and viewed directly on there and how they are meant to act. Like I said, it's bad all the way around. I saw, people directly on her social media mourning the loss of a friend and or a supporter, and people going, back and forth. And I get both sides. The people that know her, of course, you're going to, support her. You're going to see it directly one way. And then you have people that are on the outside, in a sense, like myself. We're looking at the other information that is out there, such as the comments that we can see directly in front of us, and also the audio where she decided to say various things negatively about black men. And you're going to have black men out there that are going to say and have certain types of rebuttals. um it is what it is. It is exactly what it is. um what is it? Afro said, is this the deceased girl? Yeah, these are her comments. To put it into a better perspective, this was her there, and this was other comments that she had directly up there as well, right? Let me see if I can actually zoom that out a little bit better so you can just so happen to see that. Wilson said 33 and found in an abandoned home. What is going on? Just saw the thumbnail. Yeah. I ran across this online, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about the inauguration. I'm going to just, cover this. And, it's pretty much running into the exact same thing that I said before about how I try to, balance this out as best as I can. And, point out how problematic certain types of speech and rhetoric is when it deals with certain things. And, how things take place. Like I said, I don't know who is at fault. The police or the family don't know as well either. Her things are still missing. Um, I don't think a autopsy or anything has been performed at this moment in time, so we don't know if any type of alcohol or narcotics were directly in her bloodstream at the time. I'm not even sure how long she may have been directly in that abandoned home or building as well. Nor do we know who were the last persons who were with her at that moment in time either. Um, Ish said, I'm gonna keep it a stack. This has nothing to do with black men. The energy you put out will make its way back to you. My condolences to the family. I understand. Hassan said, and yo, what's up, Tippy? You said what happened. Basically trying to go back over. You have a young woman that was found um deceased in a abandoned building or home, and she had none of her belongings. I'm not even sure if she may have had clothes or whatnot. So she was pretty much stripped of everything. Not exactly sure how long she was there. She left her home state in order to go to another state. She didn't let her mom or any of her family members or whoever in that state know what was going on. She was pretty much gone for 2 months, and nobody seen hide nor hair directly of her up until, this point when everything comes out, where somebody inevitably found her. And it was reported, and now the family's trying to scramble and find answers. Ty said, what is sad is I wake up to see people talk about this. I honestly just rolled over and went back to sleep. Yeah. I saw everything she was saying and just find it annoying how we get blamed for stuff slash doing nothing after being bad mouthed. Ty also said, and we're still looked at as someone who needs to stand up and protect. Yeah. Yeah. Queen Bee said, reparations. As I said, I don't think reparations could fix this. We got JB NB. Yo, what is up? What is up? We got Pink in a building. We got Ish. What is up? You had stated this is new, Queen. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't put, again, like I normally tell you guys, I happen to block out a lot of people's information because I don't want people to claim that I am trying to advertise whatever it is that people may be selling and or doing. So it's not only, for my protection, but it's also for the protection of other people as well. Because looking at my analytics, I do have some other people who are younger who watch the platform as well. And again, I don't want people to try to say like, oh, my child, watches your content and they were there. My teenager watches your content and they saw somebody that you mentioned and they went over to their platform. So I don't, I'm not trying to be blamed for any of that. Junior James said divester. I'm guessing so. Looking at how it is that she's talking, some people online said that she was just a joker, a trickster. This was all just sarcasm. You had other people, I guess, that were friends or close acquaintances that said that it was pretty weird how people want to bring, old post up, right? As if they matter right now. And the main thing that I try to tell people is that, in a sense, everything matters, right? People will, decide to pick and choose, but also within that, um, people will decide that, hey, if this is the way that you happen to speak, then they have that decision and that right to decide not to feel sorry or not to want to show any type of support or whatnot or whatever. Again, that's how people decide to feel, and that's because of the totality of everything, right? This is how we view history. This is how we view everybody. We view it in the totality. We tend to pick and choose what it is that we're going to agree or disagree exactly with. Let's talk about it. Said, good afternoon, Seji. What is up? What is up? Said, when I hear Cleveland, Ohio, I think of Ariel Castro, who is the dude that kidnapped 3 girls inside of his house. Many people might remember Amanda Berry because she had Ariel's child inside of the home. Ty said a lot of people done believed in see something, say something. Yeah, that's true. Ish said, here we go. Yeah. Miss T3000, what is up? What is up? Said, oh no, she didn't. Yes, she did. She did. She 100% did. And the other thing that happened that took place as well, as you were clearly able to see, when she was going on her spiel about black men, she listed herself as light or as mixed, however she wanted to put it. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if she's mixed. I don't know if she's light. I don't know how specifically you know, this works along with the rant that she decided to give off. Like I said, I don't know what to tell people. I really don't. I do not know what to tell people. The only thing I can do is point out the fact that we have a lot of things going on in the community where a lot of people are hurt. Touching on something that I mentioned yesterday in a previous conversation during that live stream, we have a lot of things going on in the community where a lot of people are broken and they refuse to seek any type of therapy. They refuse to do any type of inner work or healing before they decide to just throw things out online and or want to state certain types of things. And yeah, like I said, it's tough. We're in 2025. We're in 2025, and these are some of the things that we are, seeing at this moment in time. And it's pretty bad. I actually have another instance as well, even though it's for a different video. Am I gonna put this one up? I'm not gonna. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll just leave that as is. I'll leave it as is. I'll just have that for a whole separate different video, whole separate conversation. So again, if anybody out there has any type of information, you can relay it to the family, to the police. You can give that information up directly to
Call to action.
this gentleman as well. If I can fast forward through his video, and he actually, I want to say that this man right here, he actually did a pretty nice job on his detective work, figuring out the street, the layout, if there were any types of cameras directly on the buildings, the areas of where it was stated that she went as well. He did a very good job. Very good job. A lot of these people on TikTok, this is another reason why um, some of these social media sites being down is problematic, because you have some good people who are very good at detective work who will do their due diligence. This is the man's Gmail. So if you do have any information, he said that you could make it anonymous. So you can use a burner account, whatever it is, to relay information directly to him. And you don't have to worry about, your face or anything like that being placed. He'll just put the information, out there as is so that people can, get that. What did I say? Updating my PC so I won't be able to hear like 90% of what you are saying. I got you. We got Brandon V. World. What is up, brother? What is up? What is up? This is aka Officer Haku as well. This is one of the brothers I was, mentioning to people in the previous live stream. What is up? What is up? Ty said, my thing is people saying, oh, she was joking. She didn't really think like that, blah, blah, blah. But with everything that happened in the past, we know this isn't something to joke about. And that's true. Yo, Ken Masters, what is up? What is up? What is up? Ty said, all the information for someone to not care and just joke, ain't it? She did more than double down in her statements. This is true. This is true. Yo, man, what is up? What is up? Said perhaps she divested to an abandoned apartment. Brandon V. World said, wow, all the black men, I swear to God, got to be living in population Riri. Ty said, but people out here saying it all and getting blasted for disrespecting her when you know what? I'm leaving all that out. Ken said, I remember when you used to upload daily. Actually, I still do. I actually do upload, daily. The videos technically are a little bit different. The format is a little bit different. So that takes, a little bit more time. And I'm getting back to doing more live streams as well. So, trying to stay as consistent as possible, trying to get there. Cash House said her page is scrubbed now. Actually, let me check. Hold on. You said her page is scrubbed. I actually still had that up. At this moment in time, I want to see, hold on, if I duplicate the tab, what'll happen? I will say well, I'm not sure which page you're talking about, because at this moment I'm on her X page, Twitter, and everything is still up there at this moment in time. Now, if you're talking about the older content, some of the stuff that I mentioned that she would do, or some of the things that she would post directly up there, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. I'm not, like I said, this is I feel, sad for the family. I feel sad for the family. They gotta, deal with this and try to, do some stuff. The other thing I will say is that I'm not sure if the family actually has, because I'm looking at some of the tweets, and a lot of them are very odd, to say the least. That's the best way that I can put it. They seem random and odd at the same time, and this goes back to the point of the cell phone and her other things being stolen. Just going by and looking at a lot of the things that she posts. I would actually have to spend some time here to try to put some stuff together, because I'm going back through. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can scroll through to back to November, because right now I'm just in December. So I'm gonna try, because if she was basically missing for 2 months, that means that somebody had her information for a very long time. I would say that the family should probably, I'm not sure how they would do it. They might want to check her bank accounts as well. They might want to do that. Anywhere that she has social media, they may want to check all of that. Uh, the last message that I can get to is December 10th of 2024, which is Jesus isn't a choice. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that's up here is actually very, very weird. It's very weird. You can read a lot of stuff directly into it. I can tell you that much. Kim Master said, "Women got to be careful." Yeah, that's the main reason I wanted to, basically do this live stream. Again, a lot of black women out there. I, try to tell y'all time and time again, you got to be, very, very careful. Of how it is that you decide to, move. I've covered too many stories directly like this, and I've repeatedly tried to, yell this from the rooftops, and nothing transpires directly from it. I, as a black man, along with the other ones here, have been blamed for not doing enough, have been blamed for lack of, protection, have been blamed for, talking down and disseminating all different types of negative, whatever you want to sit up there and list it. But yet, this is what I consistently try to do and bring awareness to on my platform, so that those out there, because I do have divestors directly on my platform that, happen to watch directly from the background. This is you. This is your job to, this is your time to stand up and take this directly to all the other platforms out there. And, try to get information to those families. Because again, I can only do so much. I can only do so much. And even with the amount of people that I was able to get yesterday is different from today. And we can clearly see that by the numbers, right? So again, I don't have, in a sense, the type of, I'm not sure. I can't, in a sense, consistently gather the a type of attention that would be needed to bring awareness to certain things, so that real conversations could actually be had. That's realistically up to, other people to do. Other people would have to, in a sense, do that. I can only do so much as the man that I am, right? I can only do what it is that I'm allowed. That's what I can say. I can only do what I'm allowed, right? Let me see if I can go back to the comments, see what you guys are saying. Ty said that's the gist of it, but it's way more to it. Ty said I noticed that too. T-Man Smitty, what is up? What is up? Said that's she. Wait. Interracial mixing should be banned against the law. Any race who has children definitely going to be turned out disastrous and racist. It's up to the person. Up to the families that may be teaching or lack thereof. Todd said people said her stuff was stolen, so it might not have been her, but people were posting videos that showed it was her, but I didn't look too deeply into it. Yeah, it's a 50-50. I just know that the videos that I showed you, that is what it is, right? It is what it is. And what was it? T-Man said, I don't like nobody who doesn't like me. Yeah, I get that. Ken said, was it trafficking? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yo, Keyshawn, what is up? What is up? What is up? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Tippy said, I don't have a PS5. Wait, how do we get to a PS5? I'm a little bit confused. Ken said, the crazy part is you're going to still tell black women at the end of the day, even though black women get at you. Yeah, like I said, that comes with the job. that that comes with the job. I didn't exactly see that happening back when I first really heavily getting into doing the news and trying to broadcast a variety of stories. In my mind, I never thought that anything like that would be happening. Trying to put a certain message directly out there, trying to inform people, also trying to fix certain issues that are obviously broken. And you can see that by way of the messages or whatever audio that you can hear from said individual, and still get blamed and looked at as the bad guy is diabolical. 100%. But it is what it is, and this is why I've said before, this is why I put the call out to those people who may not like my content, disagree with me whenever it is I happen to bring up the topic of black women. This is your time now, again, as a woman to, maybe make your own content, bring awareness to these types of things taking place. But the only thing that I would say is that hopefully you'll put the whole of the story there, the whole of the person, right? Not just one half, which is going to make people, feel sad about it. Because I put up a story not too long ago which dealt with, and I mentioned this in the last live stream. It was a young African man that was with a OF model, and people were mentioning the things that he said online about black women. I think I even put those in a video as well. And again, I'd set up there and told people you have to be very careful of the types of things that you just so happen to say about people. You have to be very careful. You have to be very, the moment something happens, those same people that you talk about are going to be the same ones your family members are going to go to and try to ask for help. And then it's up to those people to try to figure out, okay, do I want to be offended enough where I don't want to help, even though I may have information? Or am I just going to remove all emotion from the situation and still decide to help, irregardless of whatever it is that that person specifically said about, made a generalized statement about, black men or black women? Like I said, this is why I do the format and videos like this so that people can, you know, get that information, you know. But like I said before, it's a very interesting day. Um, Yesterday we had, you know, 700 plus people here, and today we have about 51. You know, like I said, I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more. I wish I could bring more awareness to situations, but I can only do again what it is that I am allowed. The other thing I will say too is shout out to the people that support, that love the content, that are here, that support no matter what, and that's been with me for the longest time possible. You know, thank you. And again, just in case any of the family members are watching or the friends, again, my condolences, as I, normally say for a lot of these videos, my condolences. I'm sorry for your loss. Even though she has said some very horrendous and negative things, I would not wish any type of detriment to happen directly to her because, again, she's an individual. She, is more than free to have her types of, uh, opinion, even if they are quite ignorant. But again, that does not necessarily mean that things like this, a loss of life, should, take place. The main thing that I hope that a lot of black women who are here and the younger black women who may be watching or may come across this later, you guys got to take care of yourselves, man. You gotta start moving, smart. You can't be moving and deciding that you're not going to tell your friends or your family, the most important people. You can't decide that you want to, do this left and right type of thing and leave your family and friends in the dark. And now they're left to inevitably clean up the mess and try to, put the puzzle back together. Can't be doing that. And this is one of several stories that I've done where a black woman or a young black woman or even a teenage black girl has disappeared because they were off doing some things that they should not have necessarily been doing. But again, we're at a time where you can't specifically tell people what it is that they need to do. People don't want to listen to the things that they realistically need to hear. And again, you can't, in a sense, lead people. So you have to hope and wish that people will do the things that will bear fruit and, enable the longevity of their life. So I guess that's it. I guess that is it. No more, no less. But I will have some other another video directly up there for you guys a little bit later, I'll say. And I might cover some of the things that Trump stated during the inauguration as well, or maybe I might just start up another live stream and do a replay of some of those things. I don't know. I'll try to figure that out. But anyway, shout out to the 60 or the 49 that we have at this moment in time. Thank you guys for bearing with me, listening to the video, stopping by, and spending time here on this story. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next live stream and or video.